Today, I want to talk about how the shorts are desperate to locate shares. This tells me they've created tons of synthetics over the last week to deliberately push the price of AMC and GameStop down, and now they're desperate to locate. So stay tuned and let's make some money. But now I'll dive straight in with the key information. So, Robert tweeted saying someone is desperate for your shares. Don't do it. He attached this screenshot of an email from Interactive Brokers saying, "Dear client, you could earn up to $126 annually on fully paid shares of stock held in your account, and that stock in question is AMC." It says SYEP allows Interactive Brokers to borrow fully paid shares from you in exchange for US Treasury or cash collateral and lend the shares to short sellers who will pay to borrow them. Basically, Interactive Brokers desperately needs to locate some more shares on behalf of their clients to make those shorts legit shorts. They've obviously shorted without locating, aka creating a synthetic share, and now IBKR is desperately trying to locate shorts for their clients to close out of that synthetic. And it's not just Interactive Brokers, because Fidelity is doing the exact same thing, sending out emails asking for borrows. Again, this email from Fidelity says to lend your securities to earn income. It says earn income by lending securities you already own. With Fidelity's fully paid lending program, you can earn monthly income by lending securities that are in demand in the securities lending market. And again, you may be saying, Tom, how do we know these emails are relevant and recent and they're not old emails from 2021? Well, we can see this email was sent just a few days ago on Saturday, May 18th. So again, it seems these trading platforms, not just Interactive Brokers, but Fidelity as well, are desperately trying to locate shorts for their clients that have created more synthetic shares. Gone are the days of being able to use AMC tokens on FTX and other trading platforms as false locates, and now it seems these trading platforms have to use real shares as real locates. And now Peruvian Bull has also tweeted showing that he's found the swap data and he's found the number of swaps that are rolling over for GameStop over the next 2 weeks. And we can see that actually the majority of these swaps, especially the majority of these high value swaps, actually roll or fall due on the 3rd of June. Many smaller swaps have already fallen due and fall due over the next week, but the majority of these large swaps fall due on the 3rd. All of these swaps on this spreadsheet are specifically GameStop GME swaps, and we can see some of these swaps individually are upwards of $27 million. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens over the next few weeks as some of these larger swaps end up falling due. Especially at a time when GameStop is still holding this upward trend, still holding above $10, still holding above $16, and still holding above $20 per share. Yes, we haven't seen too much action over the last 2 or 3 days, but GameStop needs some time to cool off before the next big push upwards. Again, AMC is also in that very same similar situation, still holding that uptrend, still holding above $2, $3 and $4 per share, cooling off, ready for the next move. Now on top of this, MMAT has also released news expecting to file legal proceedings against responsible financial firms. Also guys, today in the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group, we went 3 for 3 on winning trades. I was watching 3 stocks all day and all 3 of them turned into profitable trades. You can see I said at the market open, I'll be watching ONFO to break 85 cents, MGOL to break 80 cents and MGRX to break 77 cents. Now MGOL ran 85% from 80 cents all the way to $1.49. MGRX ran from that 77-78 cent area all the way to $1.12 for a 44% gain. And finally, ONFO, I ended up buying shares a little bit lower before the breakout at 77 cents, which ran all the way to 95 cents for a 24% gain. So that's over 145% gains in one singular day from 3 winning trades back to back to back. And if you guys want that kind of success rate and those kind of gains, be sure to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group using the link in the description below. Their news release said since June 2023, the lawyers have conducted an exhaustive investigation and undertaken in-depth due diligence. The lawyers have now concluded that Meta, Metamaterials, MMTLP, MMAT has meritorious claims for market manipulation against several parties. Wes Christian said, I believe Meta has an actionable case in connection with its MMAT, MMTLP claims, saying we look forward to working with the company. The Meta board chairman said we needed all available data unearthed by these esteemed securities law firms at our disposal to de-alienate stock manipulation and by which parties, saying we're now equipped with the necessary information to act and will be further sharing these findings with regulatory agencies. So this is going to be yet another lawsuit opened against these market makers and manipulators like Citadel. On top of that, Kristen has also tweeted saying South Korea's financial regulators believe other countries would also find counterfeit shares if they did an investigation like South Korea have done. They've said we're aware that large-scale illegal short selling hasn't been reported elsewhere, suggesting either Korea enforces stricter regulations or investment banks limit such activities to Korea. But that's because other countries haven't conducted such extensive and specific probes into short selling. If they did, I believe the outcomes would be similar. South Korea is basically saying that many other countries, like the United States as a prime example, are simply ignoring naked shorting. Either that or they're just not conducting extensive and specific probes into short selling. He's saying it's likely synthetic shorting is happening in other countries like the US, it's just not yet being properly detected. This is obviously something we've known for a long time, that the SEC just simply ignore synthetic shorting, and it's now effectively being confirmed by South Korea's financial regulators. Now, Retha has also tweeted about how GameStop just made the checkmate. Effectively, GameStop has played the largest Uno reverse card on the shorts that's ever been seen, diluting a small amount of shares at higher prices so they can buy back way more shares in future or at future lower prices. So this article says as of February 3rd, 2024, GameStop has $101 million remaining under the repurchase authorization. It says this means that at a share price of $15, GameStop could buy back 6.75 million shares of their stock and retire those shares to decrease the float. GameStop also authorized Ryan Cohen to invest the funds of the company in private and public markets. And now GameStop has the ability to sell 45 million shares, which would secure $2.25 billion of cash. And that cash could then be used to buy back 100 million shares in the future when prices are lower, or be used to purchase $3.25 billion of marketable securities. Having that much cash or that many securities on their balance sheet would be worth more than the entire market capitalization at the April lows. Basically meaning that GameStop, the company itself, has the ability to fight these market makers from both angles. So they can raise tons and tons of cash, destroying that short thesis even further, and buy back tons and tons of shares, making the float tiny. Finally, you may have seen this tweet from Robert Kennedy saying, I'm very aware of what the average retail investor has been saying about the need for greater transparency in our markets, stronger regulatory oversight, and tougher penalties for market manipulation and criminal behavior. Saying my administration will support the Ape Retail Rebellion and enact aggressive Wall Street reforms. And saying to match action with words, I've just invested $24,000 in GameStop. Now, I'm not sure whether this is a marketing ploy from Robert Kennedy to secure more votes in the upcoming election, but either way, market reform is definitely needed, and we need someone that opposes short sellers and market manipulation. We need someone that doesn't side with the market makers, doesn't side with manipulation and crime, and doesn't let that crime go unpunished. But guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always guys, be sure to ding that notification bell. because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.